Hey, Matt. I'm good, Mom. How are you? I'm good.
My name is Shelley Legg.
Some good
I
rest last
originally
night?
was from Adair, Oklahoma. I live in Stillwater now. I'm proud to be the
Wow.
mom of 2 adult sons. My older son is Jacob, and my younger son, Matt, is almost 24. I got pregnant in 2001 with our second child, Matt, and around Christmas time, we had an ultrasound that showed there was something wrong. Through the course of an amnio, found out that Matt had Down syndrome. The doctor offered us alternatives, and we said, we're going to bring this boy into the world and love him and see what the good Lord has in store for him. We wanted to give Matt every opportunity he could to be the best he could be, just like you would any child. Because all you really hear are the limitations. Your child won't be able to do this, or probably won't do that, or they'll have this problem or that problem. It's like, I don't really want to hear that. I'm just going to focus on raising my child the way I feel like my child needs to be raised. We were blessed to get him into the OSU child care system in the College of Education and Human Sciences. And teacher Margaret was amazing with Matt. She didn't treat him like he was any different from any other kid in the room when it came to being involved and engaged. So I think that really set the tone for him. And from then on, he always had great teachers when he was in a traditional classroom, when he was in special ed classes, whatever it was, they pushed him to be his best.
Matt was a 3-time finalist in the National Agri-Science Fair, which was absolutely amazing. He was a chapter officer in our program, and so he led and put on FFA meetings, and so you really saw him gravitate towards a student who was trying to find his way as he came out here to someone that other students really looked up to.
Matt got into high school, and we were showing U's, and we wanted to develop his supervised ag experience, which is what they have to have, a project, if you will, an FFA, and so she made the most sense. And then it just became this overgrown FFA project, is what we still call it.
He was always the one to rally the troops. Like, he would gather everyone around him and give them a pep talk, or if there was a mic, he was the first one. He was kind of the hype man, if you will, for Stillwater FFA during his time here, and I know the kids absolutely loved that.
I have known Matt since he was 3, maybe 4 years old, and he was a student in our child development lab. And so to watch him come full circle within human development and family science as, a preschooler in the CDL, and then as a college student in OOS, and to be our very first OOS student and the very first student with Down syndrome at OSU to cross that stage at graduation was remarkable.
Matthew Aaron
As the first special needs child to walk across that stage, there aren't even words to describe how much that meant to me as an alum and as a mom. He was so proud of himself, and everybody was so proud of him. And just, and the best part is that wasn't the end. Today, Matt is taking what he learned all this time, and just like every other young adult, he's learning to adapt to living on his own. We were able to let him choose an apartment. We were thankful he chose an apartment that is just 7 minutes, if I drive the speed limit, from my house to his place. And I never in my wildest dreams ever imagined a world where Matt was living on his own. The people he works with at Stillwater Milling, the people he sees at church, the people he was around in high school, I just think he helped them see more joy in the world, and to see not to stress about the little things, because he really doesn't do that.
Having Matt here helps all of us, learn about how to be better people every day, how to be better members of our community. But then likewise, I think Matt gets a lot from being here too. So I think the value in him wanting to be productive and him wanting to be employed and have a job and do his own thing, I think is really inspiring to everyone here.
I think most people see somebody with special needs and they just are a little standoffish, and Matt doesn't really let you do that. He is in your business in a good way and wants to be your friend. And I think he brings a lot of joy. I look at him with the OSU softball girls and the rest of that team, and they just embrace him, and he's one of the team.
I think Matt has taught me the art of being patient and kind. There's days Matt's upset about things, for sure. I mean, there's things that have, he swears that the coach from Texas, the head coach from Texas that's in the third base dugout is trying to get him removed from the dugout. He'll swear up and down by it. And we have to kind of reassure Matt, no, he's okay with you being in here, I promise it's okay. But Matt will be pretty upset about it. He'll think that when the umpires meet and talk with the coaches, that they're talking about him, and he's worried about things like that. Matt can go from being a little bit upset to giggling and laughing and joking with the girls and the team doctors and whoever's there within seconds. And so I think that that's something that that Matt shows all of us is, one, not to take ourselves too seriously. Some of us sit back and we worry about things that probably we shouldn't even have to worry about or don't even need to worry about. After you spend an afternoon with Matt, it's kind of puts some things in perspective sometimes.
When it comes to the sheep, Matt is the shepherd. He will tell you that. He loves his sheep, and that's what a shepherd does. They take care of their sheep and they love them, and that's what Matt does with everybody in his world. When he does his things, whatever that might be, he really wants to make other people happy.